Hey yo, what is going on today, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, man, we're going to be talking about obviously the assassination information that we got obviously from the live stream. Today we are joined by Fordy, so we shall definitely get to know everything about that, have a huge conversation about that. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button, and I shall catch you guys after the intro. So obviously I said that we were joined here today by Fordy. So what's up, Fordy? How you doing, man?
Hello, mate. Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it very much. Hello, mate.
Like I say, we have just recorded something on Fordy's channel as well to do with assassinations and everything like that. So obviously,
yeah.
if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, you're more than welcome to. I shall leave that down in the description down below, obviously, as well. But yeah, that's just sort of like a part 2 to that video, I guess, right? Sort of.
I suppose this is kind of a more in-depth look at things, because with my video, we kind of just scraped over the basics and basically what the headlines are saying, you know, like the IGN headlines kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Whatever we already know from 343, but I suppose now we can get to the nitty-gritty of it all.
Yeah, I suppose so. Like I say, so like I said, what I said earlier about the live stream and everything like that, it was quite informative, especially the bit that I saw. I didn't actually watch the whole live stream. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You didn't watch the whole thing?
No, I haven't had time to watch it yet.
Fan. Fake
yeah, fake news, fake news.
Fake news right there.
But no, yeah, I watched a bit of obviously the assassination information about obviously that dude saying that there isn't assassinations going to be there at launch, and obviously he was saying that they really like assassinations and that they will be in the game eventually. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see what they actually do with that.
See,
like how
I was more frustrated at the fact that he said the reason we're not putting them in yet is because most competitive players turn them off anyway to increase performance.
yeah, I think that's a load of
down that road.
I think that's a load of BS, if I'm perfectly honest with you.
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I thought. Like, I don't know many people that turn them off, and I follow a lot of competitive streamers.
yeah,
And to them, to have the assassination implemented, do the assassination and still continue their spree is way more rewarding to them than just backsmacking. Like, the thing that is beautiful with assassinations is that you can choose to not do them just by simply tapping the melee button and not holding it.
yeah, 100%,
You know,
100%.
you don't have to do it. So I don't see why they're saying about people toggling them on and off. Just don't hold down your melee button, just tap it. And you'll
Yeah, that's right.
Like a beatdown. So
There's definitely a lot of people that did say that, though. That's right. There's still, like you say, there's definitely a lot of people that do turn the assassinations off because of that reason. And it's like, well, you know, there's also the rest of the community that play the game socially that do not turn off assassinations because they're striving every game to get that assassination. You know,
people like yourself who mainly play for the assassinations, like,
yeah, that's right.
that just kind of takes away from people like you, people that like that ninja and multiplayer.
Yeah, that's right.
I think the beautiful thing with Halo is that it doesn't matter if you play Halo in a social aspect, doesn't matter if you play it in competitive aspect, doesn't matter if you casually play it now and then. Like, at the end of the day, you always have different types of players. You have the sweaty rush guys, you have the defensive guys, you have the ninjas, you've got the powerhouses, you've got the people that just like to run there and beat people down. You've got people that like to hold back and like just try and get a good perspective on the enemy team. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of player you are, Halo still gives you all of these different possibilities.
Yeah, like saying this,
things like Call of Duty, you don't.
No, that's right. There's still that option.
This is the game. This is the game you have to play it. As in Halo, like, even on the small maps, I mean, obviously you play a lot of like MCC more than Halo 5 now.
Yeah.
Obviously, MCC playing on Halo 2 Anniversary, you play on some of the really small maps on there, you still get all these different kinds of players. People
Yeah.
like to hold a position and like just see over the top of the map. Then you've got that one guy, probably you, who likes to run around and assassinate people.
Yeah, that's right.
Trick shots.
This is it.
60 assassinates. Like, you know what I mean? There's such a wide variety of players.
Yeah, even coming onto that, actually, coming onto that with medals and everything like that with Halo Infinite, there's also now a ninja medal, which is literally, if you
they've actually like made a proper medal for it.
Yeah, they've actually made a proper medal. I saw it in a like a YouTube short of a streamer getting the obviously the ninja, backing up and then jumping back over somebody's head, and then obviously back smacking them because there is no assassination. And then obviously Joe Statham coming up saying ninja, which was pretty cool. It's
you mean Joe Statham?
Exactly. It sounds sick when he says it, but I think, you know, they're gonna have all this stuff, and then hopefully they'll then implement that with assassinations as well. So like the front ninja, hopefully they'll have a medal for that if you get an assassination, but they probably won't. But then again, it doesn't really bother me because they've got that backwards ninja, which is quite cool. I think another thing as well is that they said. They said, I can't remember now, I think they said something about being, you know, they want assassinations to be right with the gameplay. And this sort of confused me as well, because I was like, well, assassinations are going to be right for the gameplay no matter what. You know what I mean? They're going to be right.
It's Halo.
Yeah.
Put it this way, like we were saying earlier on, that assassinations in their current representation have been in the game since Halo Reach.
Yeah.
Where it pans out to a third-person perspective. You do an awesome like takedown on them, and then you get like the special medal for assassination, a bit of extra XP.
Yeah, that's right.
So if they've implemented that in the last 3 Halo games, how can you, after having a game like Infinite in development for nearly 6 years, say that you haven't been able to make assassinations work for your gameplay? Like, I've played The Fly. I've spent all weekend playing The Fly.
Yeah.
You could very easily have the assassinations in there.
Yeah.
There's plenty of space, there's plenty of momentum in the game for you to do some quick assassinations or even some heavier, slower ones. But it just seems very, very, very bizarre, their reasoning behind it. I feel that Microsoft have kind of told them, you've got to get this game out this year, so you're going to have to cut some content out. And
That's what I think too. That's what I think too.
I think that that's one of the things they've gone, this isn't a major thing. It's not
like,
right, you can have Halo Infinite, but you can't use any of the guns.
Yeah, that's right.
Chance to do that, but that'll come in a later update. And Assassination, it's just like, okay, we don't, if anything, it saves them work now so they can focus on polishing the game, finishing up anything that needs to be finished in the campaign and the multiplayer. And then later on, release that as its own thing and get people hyped and excited for it, I suppose. I mean, I think it'll be the same with playable elites or other playable races.
100%.
That'll come eventually.
100%. I think you might have hit the nail on the head there, to be honest with you, because I think what they're doing is they're prolonging the inevitable of assassinations releasing. But obviously they haven't finished them yet. It's not a major thing on the list that they need to tick off, or they're trying to make something brand new, because we've had obviously Halo 4 default assassinations are exactly the same as Halo 5 default assassinations. So what that could mean is that they're creating a whole new load of default assassinations, which would be great. I'd love to see some more default assassinations, but then obviously they want to make the extra assassinations as well. Obviously the supernovas, the nice tries, the breaknecks, the mow on the lawn. Yeah, exactly. They want to have those extra assassinations in there, which would be great. Another thing I did actually say in one of my other videos was I mentioned about having different types of assassinations. So obviously we have, in default assassinations, we have an air-to-ground assassination, we have an air assassination, and obviously the normal assassination. Something that I said in the video was, if we had, wouldn't it be a cool idea if we had a normal assassination that we could customize? So your nice tries, your breaknecks, your lawnmower, whatever. A normal assassination. Then we'd have another separate one for air assassinations. So there's different air assassinations, like the one in Halo Reach, where you slam them on top of the head and they fall through the floor. Or there's the Halo 5, Halo 4, you know, the little stab in the back and they die. You know, and then obviously you have the air-to-ground assassination. So Reaches, you know, air-to-ground, and then you have Halo 4, 5's air-to-ground. They could then monetize even more on that. And I think that maybe that could be what they're thinking. And hence why they are also, you know, stopping it, you know, not releasing them straight away, because they've got quite a lot that they want to do with it. You know what I mean? So it could be... It could be that they're doing, but I don't know. What do you think about that? What do you think about that idea? Do you think that would be a decent idea for them to do? Do you think that would be a better thing to monetize for them, or what do you think?
From a monetary perspective, it's a no-brainer. It's the same as with weapon variants or weapon recs and things like that. You want to make money. The multiplayer is free to play. I mean, if you've been living under a rock and you don't know that, the entirety of Halo Infinite's multiplayer is free to play on all Xbox platforms and PC. And it's
is it?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
It's mad. I know, right? but when you take it into a monetary perspective, and you look at some of the things that they're going to be monetizing. I mean, in the store on the flight, they had armor bundles, weapon skins. So, single piece armors like helmets and things like that, and they also give away things like XP boosts like we had in Halo 5, and challenge swaps, which they showcased in their live stream. So you get daily challenges, weekly challenges, things like that. So I feel that if they're going to categorize assassinations, then they'll have, let's say, maybe 10 to 15 per category, like you were saying, like your standard ones and your air assassinations and then your air to ground ones, things like that.
Yeah.
So if they're going to do that, then they'll probably then release packs of, say, 5. It could be random ones, or they could be like a specific style ones, you know, like an air to ground one, or air assassination, or ground and pound, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. And from a monetary perspective, it would make sense. It would definitely make sense to do something like that. But with what I can't talk English. With what they're doing with the Battle Pass, I think that if they're going to do that, I personally think that they're going to do a dedicated season for unlocking these assassinations, among other things. So things related to that, like the Venator armor set, the Venator helmet, all that kind of stuff. I know, maybe like armor effects, because the armor effects are coming back, so there might be certain ones related to that, alongside assassinations. So I'm kind of on the fence about whether they're going to do that, and then you buy the battle pass, then that's their money made, and then they just kind of just throw them in there, or if they're going to kind of give them to everybody and then keep a few like exclusive ones to have monetary gain from, you know.
Yeah.
Assassinations are a key part of Halo now. For the past 3 games, they've been in the game at launch, free of charge. I mean, unless you count the ones in rec packs in Halo 5. But see, with those ones, it's everything in Halo 5 was in a rec pack. That's when loot boxes were taking over the industry, and it was, if you didn't have loot boxes, your game was pants. Like, everyone thought your game was crap because you don't have loot boxes. It's not.
But it's the same as a season pass now, isn't it? You know, the hype's now gone onto a season pass.
Because that was one thing that actually really disappointed me with the whole multiplayer flight thing. When they said they were doing a battle pass, I didn't like that. I don't like the battle pass, and I probably never will. And the sole reason is it's still very confusing. And having all these items being like of different rarities and all that crap, that all started with Borderlands.
Yeah.
You know? Games like Borderlands, loot and shoots, Borderlands, Destiny, Red Faction, all that kind of crap. That's where it all kind of came from. And then every game has now taken that. Call of Duty have. I'm sure Battlefield 2042 will have it. Battlefield 5 even had it, I think. And
I never played Battlefield 5.
So, yeah, I mean, to me, I just feel like it would be more fun and more rewarding to complete certain challenges. So if they implement these assassinations, for you to unlock this top tier air assassination, you have to like perform 25 air assassinations on people.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you can have it. Like that to me would be way more rewarding. But the problem is, you've got to keep up with the industry. Fortnite makes so much money for a free-to-play game. It's unbelievable. Have you seen the figures that game makes?
I haven't actually. I'm presuming there's quite a lot because, like I say,
they're getting close to like billions, bro.
Yeah,
if they haven't already reached it, and that's from the developers that gave us Gears of War.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. This is it.
They gave us Gears of War.
Gears of War.
360.
Epic game.
And yeah, and then now they've done this, and every other video game has followed suit, and Halo is taking that same route. And I think in-game events are going to be a thing. So when the assassinations arrive, I personally think they're going to do a massive, big trailer, like you were saying earlier, and a big reveal for it, and they're back, and showcase some of the key assassinations you can use, and then put it behind a paywall, which will be
100%, 100%.
It'll be behind a paywall because
there'll be
the Battle Pass works is you get like however many tiers. But for every tier, you always unlock something. Buy the Battle Pass, every tier you get 2 unlocks.
Right.
If you don't buy it, you get the 1 free unlock in each tier.
Right.
So for the Assassination, for example, you could get all the common ones, but then they'll put rare and epics and all that behind the paywall.
Yeah.
And everyone that wants that will go and use mum and dad's credit card or their hard-earned money and buy the Battle Pass for whatever.
See, I think that'd be a really cool idea. I wouldn't mind it being, like I said previously in another one of my videos, I wouldn't mind paying for it. I wouldn't mind paying for assassinations because I like to get them.
If it's reasonably priced. If it's
reasonably priced, yes. 100%.
This is the big thing. Like with monetizing games, I'm all for it. I think yes, these developers deserve to make some more money because the amount of work they put into these games, like Halo, is probably going to end up in crunch. Let's be realistic. The amount of stuff they're having to cut out, and the amount of time they've been given. Like, what are we now? We're in August the 2nd, recording this.
Yeah.
And they've got about 3.5 months to get this out to the consumer.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of time when they're only just doing their first technical flight. That
now. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and it's not considered a bug.
No.
And don't get me wrong, there are some bugs with it, and the build they did say was from like June or whenever it was, or May or June.
Right.
So you can understand that.
Yeah.
But if they had all this like extra time that they've had now, they delayed it by a year to redo, basically give it a graphics overhaul. Whereas games like The Crew, if you know that, by Ubisoft, did a graphics overhaul for both of their games and released them as free updates.
Yeah, they did.
And they were done in way less than a year. So what else have they been doing to this game? And they're still cutting things out of it. That's the scary thing.
I think they're
a key part, and I just find it weird that of all the things they could pick, that's the thing they chose to go with.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, like I said earlier, I think what they're doing is they're doing something big with assassinations. They're trying, they said, oh yeah, we're doing, we're waiting for the right time, or we're doing something. You're trying to make them fit with the flow. I think it was that he said. I think they're gonna do something pretty crazy with them. I think they're gonna be bigger. They're gonna be better. They're gonna be
stronger.
Hopefully, yeah, exactly. I think they're gonna be better than what we've seen before. I hope, like how we touched on before. I hope that they create this sort of modern classic feel to them. So I say classic, like Halo Reach, like the classic sort of quick assassination, done sort of thing. Not like an hour-long assassination. Not an hour-long assassination. I'm not interested.
The ones you get in Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's right.
In Call of Duty, I asked you this in my video earlier about how, if they were to take a cinematic approach to it, how would you feel? And now, after talking about it with you, going down that route, it would just really slow the gameplay down big time.
100%.
It's not like as fast-paced as Halo 5 after playing it.
No.
It's more along the lines of between Reach and 4.
Okay.
So you got the sprint, but I think it gives you about a 4% speed increase. So it's not rapid. It's just more of an animation to like engage your sliding, because you can slide and mantle.
Right.
But there's no Spartan charging. There's no thrusting. There's none of this stuff. So I just think that the flow of the game, they've already, in where the flow of this game is, the game previous to it and the game after it, both had assassinations.
Yeah.
The Halo 4 was pretty fast paced. People didn't like that.
No, that's right.
Into a BTB and it's chaos.
Yeah.
Reach, everyone loved it. It was Bungie's last game. Everyone adored it. I mean, some people absolutely hate it, but you know, it's obviously subjective.
You're always going to get
Halo
that.
5, personally, I didn't like Halo 5 in many ways, to be honest. Warzone was alright, but the rest of it I just felt was way too like aimed at competitive and things like that. But with the flow of this game, it just feels heavy.
Yeah.
I don't really know how else to describe it. You feel heavy, which makes me think the assassinations are going to feel incredible. When, you know, like when you drag someone to the ground, it's going to feel incredible.
Yeah.
But we haven't got anything to really show for it yet, and we don't know when we will have anything to show for it.
I don't think we will yet. I don't think we will yet. Like I said to you in your video, I think that it's going to be Forge when they do release that. With I think the Assassination is going to be with the Forge, with everything like that, custom game browser. I hope that's another thing as well. I hope custom game browser gets released with that, all of that stuff, because that'll be nice.
I think it will.
Yeah, 100%.
If they don't, they'll be going backwards. It'll be the
Yeah.
same as with Halo 5. They released the game, but didn't release Forge. But then they released Forge on PC, but not the game on PC. Then released Forge on the Xbox, and then released custom games browser, and it was well confusing.
Yeah.
Whereas in Infinite, they've now got a chance to give you most of the things at launch. But I just think that the things that they have cut out for now will come back. Like playable elites, everyone said, oh, there's no playable elites. All they said was, right now, we don't have plans for that. We're focusing on other core features.
Yeah.
Same as what they've said with Assassinations. But there was a gigantic uproar when the elites weren't going to be playable. And they said there won't be playable elites or other races.
Yeah.
They're having to cut those kinds of things out that are minor in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
like I say,
I think it's fair enough. As long as the game works and it's not a glitchy mess and it has a smooth launch, they'll be happy, and then they'll be more motivated to make it better.
All right, man. Well, I've been I appreciate you coming on here today, man. Like I said, I think that we'll wrap it up there, man. Like I said, we haven't really got anything else to talk about, like with Assassinations or anything like that, do we?
Yeah, no, mate. That's honestly, I think that's pretty perfect. I think to sum it all up, it's just one of those things. We'll have to be patient.
Yeah.
I think with what we've seen so far, they've done everything else right, and fans are receiving it well.
Yeah.
So surely that one feature should be done right.
Yeah, 100%.
I've got high hopes. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see until next year at some point.
Yeah, 100%. Like I say, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, like you said, hopefully it'll be worth the wait. That's I think more to the point.
That's the big thing. Is it going to be lackluster? Will they make it something that gets really overhyped, and then when it's released, it's just the same as what we had before?
But anyway, man, I appreciate you coming out here today and having a chat with me about Assassinations, man. Always a pleasure bringing you here on the channel. Everything
Likewise,
like that.
Man. Thank you very much.
Like I said, that's all good. But anyway, man, like I said before, I always appreciate you coming out here on the channel. If you guys want to, obviously, be sure to go ahead and check out Fordy's channel. He does Halo content all of the time, man. He used to stream on YouTube, but he's now on Twitch. So be sure to go and follow Fordy's Twitch. I will put all the links of Fordy down in the description down below. So please do check him out. Please do give him a follow if you do like your Halo content. Obviously, he's no Uber Nick when it comes to gameplay, but you know.
I predict a riot, my guy. Come on now. 1v1 me. Can't believe that. That is a violation.
As he's been violated.
A violation. That's like me saying you want no allié to your Call of Duty gameplay.
And call it. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll take that. Right. Anyway, man, I appreciate you coming out here today, bro. You already know what's up. If you guys haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. It'd be much appreciated, man. As
get
always.
Fishy to 1,000 subs. Get Fishy to 1,000 subs.
Maybe. We're getting there, slowly but surely, right? Give me another 2 months. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed today's video, man. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button like I've already said, man. And I shall hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.
Take it easy, y'all.
Bye.